Let me tell you something that most Etsy sellers don't realize. By the time a trend shows up on Etsy, it's already 6 to 8 months too late. It's old news. And the shops that win big aren't copying what's already popular on Etsy. They are pulling trends into Etsy that haven't yet made it to the platform. So today I'm walking you through 12 trends that are dominating outside of Etsy and that I think will be on Etsy fully within the next 6 to 12 months. And I want to give you the chance to be someone who can bring them to Etsy first. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Dylan Jahraus, and I help Etsy sellers and creators grow their online businesses using real corporate e-commerce principles. So let's jump into these trends, and these are not trends that you would find by scrolling through Etsy yourself. The first trend is one of the chicest comebacks of the year, and this is the tortoise print trend. I like this trend because it is classic, it is unisex, and it appeals very broadly. It works really well for accessories and home goods and kind of give affordable items a luxury boutique vibe. If you are doing digital products, you could do mock-up packs, phone cases, laptop sleeves, social media templates. You're basically selling mock-ups that have a tortoise print incorporated. If you're doing print on demand, you could add tortoise print accents to things such as apparel on the collar or the cuff, on throw pillows, on tote bags. You could also do tortoise print wallpaper or wrapping paper, shower curtains. I love it for blankets and bedding as well. You could even do a really cool tortoise print POD rug, which is a great way to increase your price points. In the handmade category, you could introduce a tortoise print into some of your handmade items. Maybe it's through an acrylic that is tortoise print, or a fabric that is tortoise print, or maybe it's a ribbon that's tortoise print. And then in the sourced and hand-picked categories, you could curate collections of tortoise print items. So that could be jewelry or scarves or decor pieces, candle vessels and jars, hair clips or scrunchies or headbands. You could literally buy these, bundle them together, sell them in the hand-picked category as a tortoise print themed gift box. Now for trend number 2, we're going to go a very different route. And this is the cocktail trend. So we're going to be seeing tons of martini glasses, alcohol motifs, cocktail glasses. So it's kind of like kitchen bar vibes, entertaining. And this is great for gifting items, for party planners, and for people looking for home decor. So with digital, you could create printable bar cart wall art, cocktail recipe cards, or Instagram story templates with martini glass line art. With print on demand, you could put this on doormats, on coasters, on apparel, on t-shirts, or cool back prints. You could also do print on demand mugs, cocktail napkins, or canvas wall art. Tea towels, tablecloths would be cool as well. In the handmade category, you could do really cute curated sets. So for example, like glassware with a printed cocktail recipe card, maybe a matching coaster that's wrapped nicely as a bundle. Or you could sell stir sticks. We've seen those do really well too. Now, if you are a curated or hand-picked shop, then you could actually go the vintage route and hand select vintage martini glasses or chic barware and package them with printable recipe art for kind of a retro cocktail kit. Now, this next trend is shifting gears again, and this is the new way that we are going to see bows, and it is the braided and laced ribbon trend. If you've been watching the runways, you've been seeing these drop, and we are going to see them on Etsy as well. Ribbons, especially when they're braided and woven, they add a lot of charm and texture, and they instantly add more to anything that's otherwise maybe more plain. So if you sell digital, you could offer digital clip art bundles with ribbon or lace overlays for invites, digital planners, printable cards. For print on demand, you could have ribbon motifs on greeting cards, on apparel, on tote designs, or even as borders on phone cases or laptop cases. And in the handmade category, you better use actual ribbons. And you can actually source braided or laced ribbons if you don't want to do it yourself. You could incorporate these into jewelry or apparel or blankets or headbands or even like gift wrap kits. And then in the curated category, so sourced by a seller and handpicked, you could totally sell the ribbon by itself. I think there will be a much larger demand for ribbon by itself. Now, if you want to go a little more romantic and less cute, then you're going to love this next trend. And this is the lace trim trend. And this one is crushing it in both the vintage inspired spaces and the bridal boho spaces. And lace has a strong emotional appeal. It evokes femininity and kind of a cottagecore vibe. If you're doing digital, you could create printable wedding invites, baby shower cards, or wall art using lace trim overlays. So you could actually print this on your designs and have like a faux lace print in your mock-ups. Show the mock-up with maybe a lace ribbon or something wrapped around it. With print on demand, you could have kind of laced trim or lace edge graphics on your totes, on your t-shirts or on your pillow covers, maybe like a faux lace print on your blankets. That's another idea. And then in the handmade category, you could absolutely incorporate lace into trim on different garments, on bridal belts, accessories, or gift boxes, or maybe greeting cards that you're actually shipping yourself. And then in the curated categories of sourced and handpicked, you could actually sell lace trim by the yard. You can buy it and resell it. You could also curate collections of lace trim and market it as maybe scrapbooking, appliques, or accessories, or like junk journal accessories. So lace is very kind of soft and dreamy and romantic, but the next trend is more glamorous. And this is the feather trim trend. Feathers add a luxurious, boudoir, kind of elegant vibe. So it's great for bridal, for loungewear, for decor. It actually creates a high perceived value, even though the cost is pretty low. Keep in mind, you don't have to add feather trim to your products. You could simply incorporate this into your mockups and photos. So in digital, you could do this in your mockups and photos, or you could actually create kind of feather border overlays for printable art, or you could incorporate faux feather trims into your digital invitation kits. If you do print on demand, I recommend incorporating feather trims into the rest of the mockups. Or maybe you do home decor and you are selling pillows, and then behind the pillow on the couch, there is a blanket with a feather trim on it. So it's not necessarily on your product, but maybe in the background. Keep that in mind. With handmade, you could absolutely be adding feather trims to robes. I love this because they're usually non-sized. You could incorporate a matching eye mask. You could add feather trims to lingerie or bridesmaid and bridal robes or pajamas for the wedding day. You could also put a feather trim on pillows and just resell those. With the curated categories of handpicked and sourced, you could sell feather trim by itself, or you could create gift boxes or curated sets that have feather trim on things. So maybe it's an eye mask with a feather trim robe that kind of goes with it, and you're pairing it together as a gift box for the bride. So feathers are very classy, glamorous. The next trend is really fun, and this is three-dimensional florals. So florals are always in, but they're always going to be in different ways. And the trend we are seeing is 3D florals. Three-dimensional florals are bold, they're layered. Now we're seeing them three-dimensional in multiple ways. Sometimes it's through brooches or sparkles like rhinestones. Sometimes it's through fabric, but you're seeing this trend all over high-end wedding invitations and apparel and decorative accents. So if you are doing digital, you could offer floral clip art packs that have 3D effects, or you could do templates for wedding suites that have kind of big three-dimensional looking blooms on them. If you are doing print on demand, you could design sweatshirts or phone cases or throw pillows with kind of bold floral overlays that mimic that 3D texture. If you are doing handmade, you should definitely be adding fabric florals or rhinestone florals or floral brooches to bags and bridal veils and hair clips or scrapbooks. Any type of apparel or tote, you could be adding these to. You could even be putting these on the outside of notebooks or memory boxes as well. If you are in the curated categories, you could offer actual appliques that are florals, so people could add them to their own items. So kind of that DIY customer. You could also have floral themed bundles like faux flower pins, embroidered napkins for events or occasions that have three-dimensional flowers on them. You could even do three-dimensional floral favors. This next trend is a little softer contrast, but it is very sophisticated. And this is what I'm calling two-tone dimension. And this is basically a very monochromatic look. We're seeing it more with graphics than text, but it is where you have kind of a two-tone look happening. It's playing into more subtle color contrast, like with pale pinks or blues or greens. So if you are doing digital, I think this would look beautiful on stationery and digital prints, maybe even like digital wall art bundles. And you could offer entire themes that are two-tone in the same colors, or you could combine different two-tone colors and really give people options. I also love this with branding kits. If you are in print on demand, this is so easy to implement with mugs, journals, apparel. You could definitely do tea towels, normal towels, bath towels, beach towels. You could do it with shower curtains, bedding. Love it with regular curtains, with rugs. This is beautiful. With anything that's embroidered, I think this would be stunning as well. If you're in the handmade category, you could definitely do this with embroidery, or you could add this with like fabric or applique accents. make ribbons or patches for baby gear or scarves or accessories. And if you're in the curated categories, you could build entire bundles around that two-tone look with candles and cards and notebooks and kind of self-care items. And that could be the entire theme of a gift set. So the two-tone look is very soft, but next up is something that is bold and graphic and kind of retro. It is gingham. So gingham is back, and it's not just like for picnic baskets. We're seeing this from baby clothes to table decor, even into wedding. We are seeing gingham in every color combination you can imagine. The more kind of monochromatic you can get and low contrast you can get, the more elevated and sophisticated it will feel. When it's oversized, kind of blown up, it's going to appear much more youthful and childish. If you want to go more elevated and sophisticated, make the print a smaller scale. So how can you imply this? Digital sellers, easy. You can offer gingham pattern packs. You could do digital scrapbook papers. You could do seamless patterns, social media templates, any type of digital product you could incorporate gingham into, just like you would with stripes. Print on demand, you could use gingham on apparel, kitchen linens, tote bags, baby onesies, POD wallpaper or wrapping paper as well. If you're in the handmade category, you could do gingham on baby bibs, on aprons, on picnic blankets, headbands, bows. Any type of bow accent would be great with gingham as well. Now, if you're in the curated categories like hand-picked or sourced, you could definitely buy and resell things as long as it's for a specific occasion, like a first birthday or party decor that has gingham incorporated and it's for a specific event, like a birthday or graduation. All right, so let's go from pattern to texture. And the next trend is embroidery and applique looks. So this trend is all about perceived value. Even if it's not actually embroidered, just looking like something was hand-stitched can make something feel very special and premium and artisan quality. So whether it's real or a printed effect, embroidery-inspired designs will be trending everywhere. First of all, digital sellers could offer embroidery style font packs. They could offer embroidery files themselves. They could offer stitch effect design elements or faux sewn frames to play into another trend we're seeing with vintage-inspired frames. And print-on-demand sellers could simulate embroidery with digital brushwork on sweatshirts, tote bags, or hats. Handmade sellers obviously can go full embroidery. You could offer patches on things, monogramming, hoop wall art. The embroidery itself does not have to be large. When you embroider a small part of a large item, you can drive your AOV up. Curated shops. Let's talk about curated shops. If you're in vintage, you could definitely resell vintage embroidered pieces. You could also just buy and resell new patches that have an embroidered effect on them in the sourced by a seller category and position them as something that can be a component of something else. The next trend is all about very clean and bold lines. And this trend is the piping trend. It is one of those small details, kind of like crown molding, that instantly elevates a product. You will see piping on luxury robes and decorative pillows and more tailored clothing as well, heirloom quality, kind of timeless pieces. It makes something look more polished and gives something a higher end feel. Digital sellers, you could include a border or a frame that looks like piping in your mock-ups or your digital cards or stationery. With print on demand, you can also mimic piping details on loungewear, on sleepwear, or printed home goods like pillows. And then, of course, in the handmade category, definitely get the real piping sewn onto robes, cosmetic bags, baby blankets, towels, or pillows. And then if you're in the curated categories, you could sell piping on its own, or you could buy items with piping on them and curate them into colored theme sets and sell them as gift sets. And the theme could be the color and the piping. Now, the next trend is one of my favorites, and we haven't seen this in a while. And I think we are seeing this because of the Olympics. And this is the star trend. Stars are going to be everywhere for both kids, adults, grandparents, everyone. So we can execute this at many different levels. If you're doing digital, I love the idea of incorporating this into planners or printable wall art, or maybe astrology themed templates or graphics. With print on demand, you could put these on pajamas or mugs mugs or sweatshirts. You could have them stand alone with groupings of stars or have them combined with text for more of a statement. If you're in the handmade category, you could definitely implement stars into jewelry, resin keychains, embroidered star patches. And then if you're in the curated categories, you could absolutely buy and resell star confetti. You could create star-themed or cosmic-themed gift sets where you're buying things, putting them together, like socks, candles, pens, prints, and reselling the sets. No matter what category you're in, you can play into the star trend. Now, the final trend is one that's never really gone away, but it's definitely having a fresher moment. And this is the polka dot trend. And you're going to see these in baby gear, in bridal showers, in fashion, and not just black and white polka dots, but bold colors, metallics, soft blush tones, any type of color combination we're going to be seeing polka dots in. How you would use this in digital is you could offer polka dot pattern papers, nursery prints, maybe party invite kits with polka dots. With print on demand, you could do this on onesies, on mugs, on totes, throw pillows, shower curtains, baby blankets, crib sheets. Handmade, you could definitely incorporate polka dots into fabrics like on bibs or scrunchies or headbands or anything related to home decor as well. And then if you're in the curated categories, you could create bundles, and it could be a polka dot themed bundle with maybe a journal and socks and a candle, or you could resell polka dot party supplies where it's all polka dot themed for maybe a birthday or wedding related. So you can buy and resell supplies if it's for an event or occasion. So here's the bottom line. Etsy is where trends show up last. And if you want to win on the Etsy platform, you cannot just look at what is already trending on Etsy. You need to look upstream and outside of Etsy. So if you want to keep seeing videos about trends that you can add to your Etsy shop, definitely subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments what was your favorite trend. Now, if you are wanting a deeper dive into, how to actually get traffic on Etsy, how to start making sales, I would love to invite you to my next free training. You can actually click on the link in the description or the QR code on the screen. All of them will send you to my next free masterclass where I will be teaching you how to increase your traffic, how to increase your sales, and how to actually make Etsy something substantial for your life and your family. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.